All right, so continuing our series, one of the next most common questions we get is, what is your process? And over the years, what we've tried to do is boil it down to 4 simple words. We start with the possibility, then we go into the path, then we go into the actual production, and then we get the prize. So the first step is possibility. This is where we work with you on ideating different concepts, work on the 3D renderings, the different designs, and really start to understand how we can maximize the budget in the actual physical environment. So we'll be presenting ideas, or if you already have ideas, this is where we can start looking at them and making sure that they fit into the proposed budget and working through all of those concepts. How are we going to ultimately connect you with the consumers that the brand is targeting through an impactful event? The next step is the path. So once we've designed what the actual event or pop-up store or experience is going to look like, how it's going to function, and how we're going to draw people in, the next is the actual production. So we start looking at the shop drawings. We take everything from our 3D renderings, which are in true scale, and bring them into our production software with a couple clicks of a mouse. That's able to happen. And then what we do is we go through all the shop drawings and start detailing out all the specifics. What screws, what bolts are we using, what's the overall size of the walls or the experience, how is everything functioning, where is power coming from, going through all of that through our shop drawings. And then those same drawings, we click yet another couple clicks on the mouse, and everything goes out to our CNC machinery, our laser, or goes to the digital printers, and we're able to actually start the production phase, which is the third step in our process, which is production. So after we've detailed everything out in the path phase, finalize everything, everyone signs off and everyone's good to go, we go into the production phase, which is where we then start fabricating and building all of the different items or acquiring whatever we need to make the event happen. And we do all of that in-house. We don't sub out the items that go through our production and fabrication facility. We do all of that here in-house, and we tie it all together. And throughout the production process, we'll send updated photos on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, depending on the size, scope, and scale of the project. So you can see exactly what it looks like in real time. Sometimes it's just gonna be a stack of wood, so you can understand that we have the materials in-house, and especially during COVID right now, that's a big thing, is making sure we can actually get the materials needed, and then we're actually producing it. So you'll be able to see everything fully set up in our shop, because if something can't be fully set up in the shop, then we're going to run into issues when we actually get to the activation. And that's the next step in the process, is after we go through and everything is fully set up and everything is approved and everyone agrees that everything is good to go, it all gets packed down and moves to the activation site, which is ultimately where we get the prize. The prize is the event, the actual activation, the execution of the event, and where we go from there. So we can help with the logistics, the project management, getting it from the shop to the activation, and everything that happens on activation day. And ultimately everything gets broken down. It can either be stored at our shop, or it can move on to its next destination if it's a multi-city tour. So hopefully that helps with what our process is. And again, it's possibility, path, production, and then you get the prize.